Okay, so I have to apologize. I'm sick, so I sound terrible. And this video might be a little bit boring, but I figured, hey, I might as well help you guys out, because I wasn't there the other day and you just copied the notes. One thing I'm going to warn you is that these notes are non-identical to the ones you got in class. So you might have to kind of follow along in your notes, jump around to find something similar. What I recommend is doing the examples with me. So a few things that you need to know in section 8.1. First of all, in your notes, I had you drawing something like this. These are called diagonals. Diagonals of a polygon. And this is a convex polygon because if you remember from first semester, what kind of polygon was this? Good, it was called concave. We are not working with concave polygons, only convex. So if it's concave, you cannot do any of this. But this is a convex one because it doesn't fold in at any point. Now the reason I had you do this is because this is just another option for what we're going to be doing down here. But if I asked you to find the measure of the interior angles of a triangle, what do the interior angles of a triangle add up to be? Perfect, 180 degrees. So this is 180 degrees. What about this triangle? Good, 180 degrees. And what about this one? Good. If you add those all up, so 180 times 3, or 180 plus 180 plus 180, oops, this is a times. It would be 540 degrees. So the sum of the interior angles is 540 degrees. This is one option, but we're going to actually cover the interior angles theorem. So this is a formula that you're going to have to memorize. Now, a lot of you ignore me when I say memorize, which is fine, but you'll pay the price because you're going to need to memorize this. Unfortunately, this chapter is all about memorization. You've got to know your formulas. So what I recommend is making flashcards. So the first formula you need to know is called interior angles theorem. That means the sum of the interior angles of any polygon, it adds up in this formula. N minus 2 times 180 degrees. Now what this means is this is the number of sides of the polygon. So for example, in this one, how many sides does this polygon have? Good, it has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice with 6 sides, you also have 6 angles. If I was to find what angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 added up to be, I could use this formula. So let me show you. How many sides do I have here? 6. So I would plug in 6 minus 2 times 180 degrees. What's 6 minus 2? Good. So 4 times 180. The one thing I don't recommend is don't try distributing. Don't try distributing the 180 onto both. You'll get huge numbers. And then we're going to multiply from here. So I have 180 times 4 is what? 720 degrees. So the sum of the interior angles here adds up to 720. Let's try these ones. So here's one option. I could divide it into triangles like we did up here. But I'm going to use formula. So if I label my sides here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I know I'm going fast because everything's pre-written. So what I recommend is you copy it down and then follow along. So there's 8 sides. So what's the formula? Good. So notice here some of the angles. Ooh, I wrote this wrong. It should say finding the sum of the interior angle measures. Sorry. That's going to be key. So interior is that key word because then I know to use this formula. So here I have n minus 2 times 180. When I plug everything in, I would plug in 8 minus 2 times 180. What's 8 minus 2? Good. 6 times 180. And then I'll do that off to the side here. Notice I'm not using a calculator. I'm challenging myself. Is that 1080? I apologize, I'm really sick, so If I do the math wrong, you can correct me. You'll at the video. Okay, I want you to try this one on your own. So pause the video and then come back and see. What you should have gotten was 5 minus 2 times 180. So 3 times 180. And 3 times 180, I know from up here, is 540 degrees. This is where I could have drawn the diagonals. And they always go to the same point or the same convex point. And this is 180, that's 180, that's 180, and I could add them up. I could have done it here too. If I did this, go to that one, go to that one, go to that one. It gets kind of ugly here. So here would be 180, 180, 180, 180, 180, 180. And notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where that 6 comes from. So it's kind of nice. Here, if I did that, how many triangles are there? Good. That's 180 and 180. So what does that add up to be? Good, 360. Now, in a quadrilateral, 4 sides, you will always have 360 degrees. So keep that in mind. You will need that number. It's very significant. Otherwise, we could have done it this way. 4 minus 2 times 180 using the formula. 2 times 180 and 360 degrees. Okay, next part. It says finding the number of sides in a polygon. So it says find the number of sides in a polygon. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of a convex polygon is 900 degrees. Classify the polygon by the number of sides. So with this, I know the formula is n minus 2 times 180. And I'm saying that this is equal to 900 degrees. That's what's given to me. So now my goal is to get n by itself, to find the number of sides. That's what it's asking for. So how would I do this if I wanted n minus 2 by itself first? I heard it out there. I would divide it by 180 degrees. Those cancel. So then now I have n minus 2 is equal to 900 over 180. Does anyone know what this is? If I'm not mistaken, it's 5. But we could try this. How about reducing? Could I cancel the zeros? This is one option. What goes into 90 and 18? I heard it 9. So this would be 10. That would be 2. And what's 10 divided by 2? 5. Good. So I would have n minus 2 is equal to 5. How would I get n by itself now? I heard it. I would add 2 to both sides. These cancel, and I'm left with n equals 7. So that's the number of sides it has. Now it says classify the polygon. If you go to the chart on page, I don't have it in front of me. There's a chart on page 506 in your book. It gives you different sides of a polygon. It doesn't give you the 7th one, but this one's called a heptagon. And I believe I gave that to you on your notes. So a 7-sided shape is a heptagon. Why don't you try this one on your own, see what you get. Excuse me. Okay, this is what I got. N minus 2 times 180 is equal to 1260 degrees. Divide by 180 on both sides, because what I do to one side of the equal sign, I always do to the other. And I'm taking my cheat method and I'm canceling zeros and dividing that way because I don't have a calculator. If I divide this by 2, this becomes 63. That's 9. And 9 into 63 is 7. So now I have n minus 2 equals 7. Add the 2 to both sides. And I get n equals 9. So that this says how many sides does it contain? 9 sides. What is the name of this polygon? This is called a nonagon. This was written on your notes as well. Okay, next part. Excuse me. Finding an unknown interior angle measure. So it says find the value of x in the diagram shown below. First of all, I need to know what these add up to be. So I've got to use my interior angle theorem formula. So I have n minus 2 times 180. That's going to give me what these should add up to be. Now I heard someone shout out, it's a quadrilateral, it should be 360. You're absolutely correct. So it should be 360, but if I didn't know that, I know there's 4 sides. So 4 minus 2 times 180, so 2 times 180, which is 360 degrees. So now what I'm going to do is add all these up and set it equal to 360. So I have x degrees plus 108 degrees plus 121 degrees plus 59 degrees equals 360 degrees. Now I have a question for you. Does it matter if I add x plus 59 plus 108 plus 121? No, it does not matter. This came from here. It does not matter because it's addition. 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, doesn't matter. Now when I add these up right here, what do I get? Add them up. Good. I get x degrees plus 288 degrees is equal to 360. How would I get x by itself now? Excellent. You would subtract 288 from both sides. These cancel. And x is equal to 72. So it says find the value of x in the diagram below. Did I do that? Yes. Next one. Be careful. It says find the value of angle T plus angle F. So first of all, notice that I have these marks here. What does that mean? They're congruent. Perfect. So I'm going to put a little x here because I don't know what they are. Now I have to figure out what all these add up to be. So I'm going to do 5 minus 2 times 180. Where did I get that from? Good. 5 sides. So then I have 3 times 180. And off to the side here, 180 times 3 is 540 degrees. So that's equal to 540 degrees. So that's something I need to know. Now what do I do with all these pieces like I did up here? Excellent. I add them. So I have 93 plus 156 plus 85 plus x equals what? Good. 540 degrees. I guess I should be proper here and put my degree symbol. Now, I'm going to add all these up. First, I'm going to start by adding these 3. When I add these 3, I should get what? 156, 85, 93. Add them all up. 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 17, 18, 23. 334, is that correct? I think it is. You might want to check my math. Like I said, I'm not feeling well. What's x plus x? Ooh, it's not x squared, it's what? 2x. Good. Equals 540 degrees. Now what? I heard it. Good. Subtract 334 from both sides. Those cancel. And I'm left with 2x is equal to what? That's 60206. How do I get x by itself? Good. Divide by 2, divide by 2. And x is equal to 103. Am I done? No. So what this means is this is 103 degrees. And this is 103 degrees. But what's the question asking? Find the measure of angle T plus angle S. So angle T plus angle S is equal to 103 plus 103, and what do we know that is? Good, 206 degrees. So be careful, because you never know what kind of tricks are going to be thrown in there. You don't want to just find x only. Okay, next one. Excuse me. Here, the exterior angles theorem. If you look at page 509 in your book, there's a diagram that's a little bit better than mine. But what you'll notice is they color code it. And if you cut out all these angles, they actually form a circle. It would look something like this. And it forms an actual circle. It's really crazy. I encourage you to try it. But there's a diagram in the book to maybe help you. So the thing you need to know is the sum of the measures of the exterior angles of any convex polygon. What's a circle equal? What degrees? I heard it. 360 degrees. Well, guess what? The exterior angles of any polygon add up to 360 degrees. So that is something that's key. You need to keep that in mind for the next part. Okay, next part. It says finding an unknown exterior angle. Well, what's the key thing we need to know about the exterior? 360 degrees. So it says find the value of x in the diagram. So we're going to do what? Any ideas? Add them up and set them equal to 360. Just like we did here before, except we had an extra step because we had to do this part. But now we know it's automatically 360. So here I have 89 plus 67 plus x plus 2x equals what? Good. I'll make a note here. This is from the theorem, the exterior angles theorem. So then what's 89 plus 67? Anyone know? I heard it. It's 156. What's x plus 2x? Good. Equals 360. Subtract 156 from both sides. That cancels and I'm left with 3x equals 204. Divide this by 3. And x is equal to, well, I'm going to have to do it by hand. I don't have a calculator. 3 times 6 is 18. 4, 68. So x equals 68. What's my question asking? Excellent. It says find the value of x. And there you go. Okay, last one. I want you to try this one on your own. See what you get. This is what I got. X plus 20. That's from right here. Plus 112 plus 96 equals 360. I have 2x plus, what's that, 132. 112 plus 96 plus 20. 228. Subtract 228 from both sides. And I think you guys are getting the hang of this. Or you should be. Divide by 2. And x is equal to what? 66. That looks good to me. Excellent. Very good. Okay, last one. A convex polygon has exterior angles with measures 34, 49, 58, 67, and 75. What do these have to add up to be? Good. Be careful though. I'm not done. It says what is the measure of an exterior angle at the 6th vertex? That's key. How many numbers did they give me? They gave me 5, so I need to put an x in here for the 6th one, and those all add up to 360. Now when I add all these, this is a big number. I'm going to do it in little parts. 34 plus 49. That's 83. 58 and 67. 125. And then they have a 75 in here too. So when I have 125 plus 75, that's 200. Plus 83 is 283. Check my math, you never know. 283 plus x equals 360. minus 283 to both sides. Those cancel, and I'm left with x equals 77. So 77 degrees is the 6th vertex. So I hope these notes helped you with your 8.1 notes. Like I said, they didn't follow exactly along with what I gave you. I apologize, but hopefully they helped. Talk to you later.